Welcome back to 1819 Farmhouse Restoration, where we pulled down the duck shed. It's gone, but we still need a garden shed, so let's get back to work. So there's the back of the house. Less one shed. Hey, there's a door there. Hey, there's a project gonna happen there next year. We're gonna go back here and rebuild the shed. Yay. Boo, more work. So I'm digging my holes and I wanted it square, so I figured I got these old 4x8s, so just lay them down where I want them. We're gonna do a 12x12 shed. It's gonna be nice and square because if we go that way, there's like vegetation. I wanna leave room behind it to mow. So let's get these dug, pour some ground contact rated 4x4 posts in here and cement them. All right, so we got some posts up. They're cemented in. They didn't have 2x8, so I had to go with 2x10s. So, you know, $16 more, whatever. But it's all the way around, nice and square. I got these. Next is to cut these off, put some wood between here, and start building a platform. So let's build that platform, and I'll be right back. All right, halfway done. Putting these joist hangers in. And they're hangers, and you put nails in there. Well, I got to do it, you know, I don't have a nail machine, so, you know, just keep hitting my finger. Is that thing swollen yet? And every time I hit it, this frog laughs at me. All right, so we got all those up. Put that post in the middle because I didn't want to buy 12 footers. Remember, I'm using all this stuff from the duck shed. This is stuff that's left over, so don't ask me how much this costs because I don't know. I mean, so far I'm $300 in because I had to buy some 2x12s and, you know, ground rated posts and cement, and I had to buy all these hangers. And those that don't know, joist hangers, you've got 4 nails holding the hanger up, the hanger's holding the wood up, and then you put 4 more, there's 2 on the other side, 4 more nails in. It keeps it from pulling out. It doesn't keep the wood up and down. It keeps it from pulling out. I also had to get some lag bolts. You know, I just put lag bolts in there because, you know, if you think, oh, I'm just going to step on this board. Yeah, well, there's only a screw, and the shear pin on these screws are not that much. So you can load it up with screws, but now you're just going to, like, compromise the board with how many holes you're putting in there and stuff like that. So, you know, I mean, your best idea would be to go, you know, lag through the other end, another washer and a nut, and just sandwich this together. Now it's sitting on a nice heavy bolt, maybe 2, but garden shed. I'm not putting like a fridge in here, even though I have fridges everywhere. All right, now I gotta go out, get some sheets, plywood, put the plywood down. All right, the deck is on. I use 3/4 OSB. It's flooring. 3 things to know. 1, it's super heavy. Use help to carry it. 2, it's got these little, it's got a groove and a tongue so you can lock them together. So make sure but it doesn't have tongue and groove on the ends. I don't know what's up with that. 3, there's a side that's supposed to be up and a side that's supposed to be down. After I laid the first sheet down, it said this side down, and I said, who cares? It's a shed. I don't care. Whatever. Walls. Let's put some walls up. Whoa, we got some walls. End of day 4. I'm going to eat something. Tomorrow's Saturday. I got half a day, so maybe I'll put the front wall up if I got enough lumber. I mean, I've got a stack back there, and I've got a stack inside there. I also have to get a door, and we were going to put it here, but now I'm thinking more here. I don't know. We'll think about it. So planning sessions. I got to plan this roof, man. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do I ever know what I'm doing? Probably not. Okay. Good night. All right, so I got the walls up. I had to make a pitch, so I took the front wall, or the back wall, put it on the front. And then I built this at 7 feet, which plus 2x4 is a little more, but anyways. That made this wall taller, and I had to bring it down so I have a slope on my roof. So I had to put these little guys in there to keep the wall together. I put the 2x4 on the outside so I knew where to mark it, and I just used a sawzall to cut these drip, 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 and then dropped it back down. I'll just leave those in there for some stability, but Now I got to get some kind of roofage going on here. That's going to take some planning. Oh, did you see the door? The door's up. Yay. Anyways, yeah, roof time. And here we are. Nope, not done, psych. Yeah, so I've got blocks going across, and I ran out of screws and wood, so I'll have to buy more. Plus, I've got these little slots set up across, so I can put a 2x6 across, and then I can run my rafters across, because it's kind of hard getting 12-foot long boards, you know, home. It's just hard. So, you know, I'll get the shorter ones, and I'll do a half and half roof, and then we can start putting the little slats across every 2 feet, and you know, and then put the metal on, and then we're done. Nope, not done. Anyways, I had to get the door on, because once everything's done and then you try to hang a door, it's awful. You know, everything's covered up. So I put the door on, and it was awful because the top had to come over more. So it's a good thing I tried. And these had to be separate. You know, I had to make them an inch longer. I don't even know how that happened. You know, whatever. Dixon does it, which messes up. And then on the front, I'm going to build just like a fake bulkhead overhang. So let me get some more wood and then get back to work. All right. I mean, it's a little dirty, but you know, we're all done with the front. Aha, I got you again. So I ran out of more strapping. I bought 20 more, and I still got to get the rest of the roof. As soon as I put this front on, because I knew the door was going to be a pain in the butt, so I did the door first. But it's a lot more solid now that these panels are screwed in and holding it, because before I was pushing it, it was wobbling. Now it's not. It'll move this way, because like back and forth, because I don't have, you know, things on the side, but those will go up real quick. Yeah, let me get there's a lot of mud. It rained a lot here. Let's see. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, so we got a roof on. I still got to do the front, but the roof's up. Better see it like this, I guess. Okay, let's put some sides on. All right, there it is for real now. For reals, like the ramp. I mean, it's easier than stepping up in there. Oh, it's freaking dark, but you know, Lady Dixon's already started putting stuff in here. Lawnmower's in here, you know, everything's in here, so it's all out of the garage. And that was the whole goal of this, was to get a lot of this clutter out of the garage so we can find it. You know, like all of this right here was all in one corner. Blam. So now you can look, there it is. It's not buried. There's the bike that nobody ever rides. You know, like flower pots and, you know, gardening stuff. So do I like how it came out? No. I mean, look at the metal's all flappy, but I reused a lot of this stuff. I only spent $300, and it was mainly on screws and some wood, and that was it. So I went to the orange box store 3 times, spent $100. Now there's a lot of leftovers from the old duck shed, so Scrap Man's gonna have a field day with that. A lot of I'm gonna have to clean a lot of this up. Oh well. That's gonna do it for the shed build. 1819 farmhouse restoration. I'm Dixon. Dixon does it. But you knew that. Like, subscribe, stuff like that, so the video can get out there to more people and watch my stupidity. I mean, what's next? Yeah, what's next? Peace out, y'all.